CBS News Miami's Jim DeFede. Jim, thanks so much for waking up with us. But we want to talk the big news of this morning. Donald Trump being selected as the next president. What is your reaction and take on this decision, this moment?
Look, elections are about choices, and the American people, and by a pretty wide margin when you look at the electoral votes and where it will likely end up, have decided they want to return Donald Trump to the White House. This is a remarkable story. I don't know that it's as shocking as Donald Trump's first victory in 2016, but it certainly does rival that to some extent. I know that there are probably a lot of people who are waking up this morning who are gleeful, who are happy, who believe that this portends for a new day. And likewise, there are those who are waking up this morning to the news who are scared and unsure of what this means. I think we all have to just sort of take a breath and sort of see how these next few months and years play out. But we are in for a very different time in this country. The second term of Donald Trump will be a far different one, I think, than the first, because there will be very few checks and guardrails on it. They will likely have both the House and the Senate, and he will have what he believes is a mandate for change, and he won't have to worry about ever running for re-election again.
Yeah,
so
Jim, he's
it's going
calling
to be a
this
very interesting time.
The golden age of America is what he's dubbing it. I want to get to Florida in particular, because it feels like the days of this being a swing state are kind of behind us, especially seeing Miami-Dade County go from blue to red this season.
No, and I'll give you one number that just sort of encapsulates that. 8 years ago, just simply 8 years ago, Donald Trump lost Miami-Dade County by 29 points. The last time I looked at numbers in Miami-Dade before I went to sleep, he was ahead in Miami-Dade County by 13 points. That's a 42-point swing in 2 election cycles. Miami-Dade is now a Republican county. Because of how well Donald Trump did, all of those constitutional officers, the sheriff and supervisor of elections and the clerk of courts, all are now Republicans. This is a Republican county. This is a red county in Miami-Dade. Even though Democrats slightly have an advantage on voter registration, clearly the NPAs, the independent voters, broke heavily for Donald Trump. And so that's the reality that we now live in South Florida. Broward remained staunchly Democratic, Palm Beach to a lesser extent, but what was once really the heartbeat of the Democratic Party in Florida, that those 3 counties, Dade, Broward, and Palm Beach, the Dade part of it is gone.
Yeah, a lot to keep our eyes on. Jim DeFede, we thank you for that analysis.